Hi, Alina here with handmadeprettygifts.com, and today I want to show you how to make a super easy party favors box. This is probably the easiest project that I've made so far, and all you need is just a sheet of paper, depending on how big you want this box to be. This is made with a full sheet of paper, and this is just a half a sheet of paper that I decorated. And these boxes are fairly large, so you can put a lot of stuff in there. You can use this for Christmas, or you can use this for a birthday party. You can do party favors for any kind of party. So I will show you how easy this box it is to make. I used a few StampinUp supplies like the candy cane Christmas stamp set, and I have this sentiment and this sentiment. Obviously, if you stamp, you need a stamp pad, so I'm using this cherry cobbler from StampinUp, and also lots of labels, framelits, dies from StampinUp to cut my sentiment. I already pre-stamped and pre-cut my sentiment to save on time. Other things you're gonna need are a few foam dots. If you plan on raising up your sentiment, you're gonna need a piece of ribbon, or you can use some twine. This is from the candy cane collection from Stampin' Up, and it's really pretty. You're going to need a paper trimmer and a scoreboard. Let's get started. Okay, so for my box I'm using a half a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 5.5, and I am gonna score on the long side at 4.25, right in the middle. Okay, so I have 8.5. I'm going to score at 4.25. I'm going to turn it on the short side. This is 5.5. I'm going to find the middle point, which is 2.75. I'm just going to make a little mark. I'm not going to score, just a little mark. I'm going to do the same on this side. 5.5. Halfway is 2.75. Now I marked on my scoreboard this black line right here. This is gonna help me because all I have to do is I have to score from this point I have to score from this point that I marked, which is halfway through, all the way to this line right here. So I'm gonna score. Now when you score down, it's better to score multiple times, not with a lot of pressure, very light pressure, than to go one time really hard, because you're gonna break the paper. And I'm gonna turn my paper around, and I'm gonna find that half point, and I'm gonna score all the way to here. So I'm gonna do like multiple times, but a very light score. And I'm gonna repeat the process on this side, and I'm done. So what I have here, I scored my paper in half, on the long side in half, and then I found the middle point, the half point here, and I score from the half all the way to the line that I scored down. So this is gonna give me my triangular box. Now, before I go ahead and fold on the score lines, I have pre-cut my paper. So I have a few triangles here that are going to go in my box, but I want to show you how easy it is to cut these pieces. So what I did, I basically cut a piece of paper that is 5.5 by 4.25. So I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I need to find my half point. Okay, so it's 2.75. I'm gonna mark again right here. I'm gonna make a little mark. You can do a pencil mark if you want to. Okay, so I'm gonna put a pencil mark right here, and I'm gonna cut from the pencil mark all the way to this corner right here. Okay, and I do the same from the pencil mark all the way to the corner. And if I'm going to use excuse me, if I'm going to use this piece right here just like that, it's going to cover the whole panel, but I don't want, I want a border around it. The easiest way to get that border is to cut a half, not a half, but a 1/4 inch from my bottom. So just do this, and this piece of paper is gonna fit my box perfectly. It's gonna leave me a border. And I'm gonna do the same with these two pieces. Just cut a piece from here and a piece from here, okay? So it's about 1/4 inch from both sides. One. Now I have the scoreboard from Stampin' Up. It's really cool because it's marked and it's very easy to cut straight lines. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. I have all my pieces ready to be glued together. And this is how my box is gonna look like. Now that I glued all my pieces in place, I can go ahead and I can fold on the scored lines, and I use a bone folder for a nicer line. That's a more professional look. Okay, so my box is ready. Okay, all I have to do now is I need to punch a hole, and I need to punch a hole here. And I use this crocodile. I like it because it's very strong. I'm gonna open it up right here, line it up right here. And punch a hole and do the same here. Okay, just line it up, hold it together, and punch a hole. So all I have to do now is I have to find a way to close this box. Now, as I said, this box is fairly large. You can put a lot of chocolates in there. As a matter of fact, I have a few chocolates on my table. So okay, this is an excellent party favors box. I love this. Okay, so now I have to close it, and I'm gonna go get the chocolates out. I cut a point, and I'm just gonna thread it through. Pull up, thread it through here, and through here. And tie a pretty bow. Cool. And there is my party favors box. I have this little dauber that it has a little bit of ink, and I'm just gonna flick the side, the borders. And I'm gonna give this tag a little edge or a little border. Now, this has been sitting on my table for a long time, so I didn't even put it in any ink, but there's still ink left, which is perfect for this technique. You don't need a lot of ink. And now I'm gonna put a couple of these foam dots, maybe more like 4, or maybe 5. And my box is ready. This is really cool. I'm super pleased with this, and I think what I like the best is how easy this box it is to make. As I said, you can use a full sheet of paper, you can use a half a sheet of paper, you can use any piece of paper that you have, and you'll have a box like this in no time. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm looking forward to seeing you back on my next video. This is Alina with handmadeprettygifts.com. Thank you for stopping by.